I sensed a Zaterran. The last Zaterran. No, there is another.
Khameleon debuted as a hidden character in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which rings true for both characters with the same name but different spellings. That probably sounds really confusing, so let me explain. There were two characters named Khameleon, the male version beginning with a C, and the female version we are covering today beginning with a K. The female Khameleon appeared in the Nintendo 64 version of Trilogy only, making her a genuine console-exclusive fighter. In contrast, the male Khameleon was available only in the Sega Saturn, PC, and PlayStation versions of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Getting back to the female Khameleon, her aspects as a character were unique in that she pulled the abilities of Jade, Katana, and Mileena into her moveset. Here's how the mechanic worked. Throughout a given match, Khameleon would randomly change into one of the three female ninjas. You can identify this by looking at her name inside her health bar. Green equals Jade, blue equals Katana, and pink equals Mileena. If you wanted to master Khameleon, being familiar with all three female ninjas was crucial. Beyond her ability to mimic Jade, Katana, and Mileena, Khameleon stayed true to her name, remaining slightly transparent compared to other characters. Interestingly enough, Khameleon was not playable from the get-go, but was instead an unlockable character. You could unlock her by inputting this button combination in rapid succession during the story mode screen. You could also unlock Khameleon and Smoke by entering the ultimate combat code during the game over screen. Additionally, Khameleon imitated the mysterious appearances of Reptile from the original Mortal Kombat, as well as Smoke and Jade from Mortal Kombat 2, randomly emerging before matches and giving hints on how and where to fight her. There were two ways to fight Khameleon in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. You had to battle an opponent on the Star Bridge stage and rapidly uppercut your opponent until you hear, and then press down and start. This is an obvious reference to Smoke in Mortal Kombat 2. The other option was to unlock the secret endurance ladder by pressing down and start while hovering on Kano's icon.
Get over here!
Story-wise, unlike the male version, the female Khameleon received a complete backstory in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Reptile was once thought to be the last member of an extinct race of reptilian creatures, until the appearance of Khameleon. She alone knows the truth about their history and chooses to fight on the side of Earth, making the last survivors of their race lethal enemies. There are a few things to glean from this bio. For one, Reptile is not alone in his race, now known as Zaterran, and she also fights on the side of Earthrealm. Upon encountering the brutal AI in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, those who conquered Shao Kahn would see this non-canonical ending for Khameleon. Khameleon's former race were known as Raptors. They evolved millions of years ago on Earth into intelligent creatures, but fled the realm when it was destroyed in a battle between the gods. They repopulated a new realm known as Zaterra, only to be driven to extinction by Shao Kahn when they lost to Outworld in Mortal Kombat. With Shao Kahn near victory against Earth, Khameleon contacts Reptile and shares the truth about their race with him. This turns him against Kahn, allowing Khameleon to lead a sneak attack against the Emperor. This last battle results in the end of Shao Kahn and unification of Earth, giving Reptile and Khameleon the chance to beget a new generation of Raptors. Although this ending is not canon, it gave more insight into the background of Khameleon and Reptile. Khameleon sat out the next 9 Mortal Kombat games until Mortal Kombat Armageddon was released in 2007, 11 years after Trilogy. Armageddon had the distinction of including every Mortal Kombat character in the game's storied history. In keeping up with Khameleon's previous appearance in Trilogy, she was only available on the Nintendo Wii version, which didn't arrive until 1 year later than the other versions. Like the other characters in Armageddon, Khameleon had two distinct fighting styles, Falchion and Eagle Claw. The developers stayed true to Khameleon's origins, giving her a special move from the repertoire of Jade, Katana, and Mileena, while adding Tanya to the mix. Upon performing one of these special moves, her outfit would change colors to the corresponding female character. Green for Jade, blue for Katana, pink for Mileena, and yellow for Tanya. Armageddon gave Khameleon a new look and continued her story, expanding on the Zaterran race and her vendetta against Emperor Shao Kahn. Reptile has turned on her, but she remains thirsty for vengeance against the Emperor. Khameleon seeks to acquire the great power and use it to destroy Shao Kahn once and for all. After reaching the end of Armageddon and defeating Blaze, Khameleon's non-canonical ending turned Shao Kahn into a raptor and produced a new line of Zaterran warriors.
Khameleon wins. Drinking in the power of Blaze, Khameleon's eyes glowed as she focused her wrath on Shao Kahn. The Emperor would finally pay for destroying Zaterra, and so too would those who served him. The pain he endured during his transformation was excruciating, and Shao Kahn, for the first time in his life, pleaded for mercy. She granted him none. Khameleon's power transformed Shao Kahn into a raptor, powerful like her, but subservient to her wishes. She then turned her attention to his allies, and they too were transformed. But she lost control of her newfound power and mistakenly mutated the forces of light as well. Khameleon now had at her command an army of powerful raptor warriors. The might of Zaterra had finally returned.
But in canon, she fell victim to the dreaded Battle of Armageddon, alongside almost every other character. Khameleon would sit on the sideline for another 17 years before appearing in the 2023 Mortal Kombat reboot, Mortal Kombat 1. She looked similar to her appearance in Armageddon and kept the same Zaterran backstory. However, she is now a member of the Umgadi, serving Tanya and protecting Katana and Mileena. Apart from supporting Tanya and the Edenian royalty, Khameleon did not impact the story very much. Instead of being a primary character in Mortal Kombat 1, Khameleon would debut in January 2024 as a cameo, with gameplay similar to Mortal Kombat Trilogy. She once again utilized the moveset of Jade, Katana, and Mileena, and followed the same format as Trilogy, where Khameleon would cycle through the characters randomly. Overall, Khameleon has remained somewhat mysterious, but the beauty of Mortal Kombat is that these characters can reappear in the series at any time. From 1996 until now, Khameleon has been in 3 games, not including Mortal Kombat Mobile, and various other games have referenced her. She possesses an intriguing backstory to complement her equally intriguing playstyle.